Hello and welcome. 5 p.m. The day went in a blur. Yesterday night was writing my pieces till about 2:30. Obviously, from this morning and coordinating the entire coverage from Ahmedabad. Rohit Juglan did a Kuldeep Yadav interview very late into the night. You have seen that on the Rev Sports platform. Shubhayan Chakraborty was there in the team hotel till early hours of the morning. Gargi Raut was reporting till 2:15. And then all of them, Shomik Chakraborty and the entire lot. So it was an ordeal to try and coordinate. I mean, finals like this, when your team wins, you would want to get into the zone the moment the coverage, close it out on a nicety. The entire World Cup, Red Sports did some fantastic work. I was delighted. We wrote some 200 pieces or more in the time. It has been stellar. And then all of a sudden, I realized, I mean, conclave is 4 days away. 4 days away. People are writing left, right, and center asking for invites. Let me make this clear. There are finite number of seats in the auditorium. I mean, while I would want to invite everybody, I would absolutely want to invite every sports fan to come and watch. Kindly watch the live telecast on the Rev Sports platform because it is impossible to physically accommodate everyone. I understand you would want to watch the cricketers, the athletes, the Olympic sporting stars, the all of them. I understand you would want to come and listen to Gautam Gambhir. I understand you would want to listen to Ravichandran Ashwin, Saurav Ganguly, Harbhajan Singh, Zahir Khan. I know that there is an attraction. I know you would want to come and listen to Sania Mirza. You would want to come and listen to Neeraj Chopra. Neeraj will be virtual though. To Pulela Gopichand, you would want to listen to these athletes. I'm very much conscious of the fact that there is a lot of interest to Akash Chopra, but the number of seats at the ITC is finite. So while we have to take care of sponsors, we have to take care of fans. We will try and give some invites to people who have followed us for the longest time. For others, kindly follow it on the Rev Sports platform. All of the panels will be telecast live. All of the panels will be telecast live. Let me spend the first few minutes on the show trying to document what I said. I mean, the first few minutes on the show, I feel so sad when I heard someone inappropriately touched Gargi. So now that you raise this issue, Amurto, now that you raise this issue, let me actually start this issue. I was asking if Gargi also wanted to be on the show, but then I realized there's no point calling her on the show. I've done a piece as well. By the way, it happened two-thirds into my show. Ashok and Shobik were on the closing show last night, and then Gargi came out and joined me. She said, she messaged me saying, "Sir, should I come and join the live?" I said, "Of course. I mean, India has won. India has won, and you covered that game. Why not absolutely come and join the live?" She was given the responsibility to see what was going on and report on that, do the press conferences and more. Shubhayan and Gargi were given the responsibility for that. Now she came out and joined the live, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the show, she's sort of a little flushed and looks to the right. Instantly, I realized something was wrong. Something was wrong. And if you remember, if you go and see the show, I instantly asked her on the show what happened. What happened? And then I said to her on the show, just go. Just go. I instantly told her there is no need for you to be on the show. It was around midnight at that point in time. She said the press conference is about to start. I said nothing doing, no need of doing the show. Go in. Go back into the stadium. Now my point is very simple here. It is International Women's Day. A female reporter is standing and doing her PTCs and live shows. Someone comes and feels her from behind. Someone comes and inappropriately touches a young female reporter when there are many cops around. Ahmedabad is a city that is wanting to host the Commonwealth Games. Ahmedabad is a city that is wanting to host the Olympic Games. And here is a female reporter on International Women's Day, on the day of India's World Cup win, who is inappropriately touched by an absolute rascal. This is the reality. Now, this is not an aberration. I've spoken to multiple people, and on the day of the India-South Africa match, what I'm told is that when the crowd was going in, foreign fans and South African fans, including South African ladies, a couple of them at least, who did not want to report the incident, were inappropriately touched at every this thing. By the time this lady went in, one of the eyewitnesses tell me she was flushed and stunned into silence. What is going on? Now, obviously, she should have spoken out. I told Gargi, you should have started screaming and called the cops right there. Right there. You could have hit that person also. But that's not what you should do. You should not take the law into your own hands. You should have made an issue out of it and called the cops and said, this is what is going on here. And we have put out the photograph. Shubhan took a screen grab and we have put out the photograph on the Red Sports platform. We have done so. Now, Ahmedabad, if it aspires to be a global sporting city, if it aspires to host the Commonwealth Games, if it aspires to host the Olympic Games, uh, you have the live recording. Neil, play it. Play the live recording. Let's put it out. Play the live recording, Neil, and then play the photograph also. Play it right now. Chalo, let's play it.
What they want to do.
Abar chala.
Players are doing what they want to do. Players are doing what they want to do. Players are doing
That's it.
what they want to do.
Thanks. We've put out, I mean, what they've taken out from the reel is they've taken out my frame. And now the point is very simple. When Gargi looks like this, that is when she should have reacted and started screaming and called the cops. We would have done a formal complaint and taken the matter to the police. We would have followed the legal route. That's what we should do as ethical, law-abiding citizens. But on International Women's Day, if a young woman doing her job outside the stadium after an Indian win is not allowed to do her job, then we are failing ourselves as a society. We are failing ourselves as Indians. How is it that a woman cannot stand and do her work? How is it that somebody will inappropriately touch her from behind? Yes, play. Look at that man. Look at that man on your screen. That is the photograph of a molester. That is the photograph of a jerk, somebody who has the audacity, the temerity to come and harass a young woman who is trying to do her job, inappropriately touching her. We have put this out. We have put this out, and this is not restricted to Ahmedabad. This is a pan-Indian issue, and I have to tell you this. I have seen this in Nagpur. I've seen it in my city. I've seen it in multiple different parts of the world. And this is why I have repeatedly said to my people, either we will be together or you don't need to do the post-match show, we'll handle it. This is not how things should happen. Such people are a bloody disgrace. Are a bloody disgrace to people of this country. And this is a minuscule minority. This is a minuscule minority. This is not the norm. This is definitely not the norm, because even I know. But what this does is it dents the confidence of a person. It frustrates. It frustrates. I asked Gargi, and she said she has put it out on social media. That's what she wanted to do. So we left it at that. I said, I will write a piece. Are you okay with it? She said, yes. I've written the piece as her editor. I've asked her if I do a show on this. Are you okay with it? She said, yes. And that's why this show. So we have all, my colleagues, Trisha, Rohan, obviously Sharmishta was here. We've had a discussion on this as well as a team. And this is not a problem that is exclusive to us. This is a problem that has a larger social ramification in India. Let me leave it at that. But let me also say this, that this is something that we as a society must deal with. Because if you want to have safe workplace for women, safe workplace in the sports journalism domain, then you might as well stand up and make these things out there, make these things heard. I was very, very happy when Gargi did the reel. I was very pleased that she showed the courage to stand up and do the reel and say what she did. That's exactly what should be done. That is how matters like this should be treated. Let's move on. Coming back to the sport, coming back to what happened last night, when I look back and now that the dust is settling on it and I'm trying to think, two parts. I will highlight the five course corrections that won India the World Cup. According to me, the five course corrections that won India the World Cup. You can highlight more. Secondly, secondly, I will, think about it. I will draw a line here about India's white ball story. Women win the under 19, men win the under 19, women win the 50 overs, men win the 20 overs. And you can see India are the dominant force as far as white ball cricket is concerned. The Shafali team won the under 19 in South Africa. The young team, the current team last month, the team by Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Ayush Matre, they won the under 19 men's World Cup. The women's team led by Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana, Deepti Sharma, Shneh Rana, these Pratika Rawal, they won the 50 over World Cup. And now the men's team goes on to win the T20 World Cup once again on home soil in the white ball format. Gone. Which country will say we have won under 19, we've won women, we've won men? Look at the consistency of Indian cricket in white ball. This is where you have to say that even in terms of foundation, because a lot of these people from the under 19, some of them at least will graduate. One can absolutely tell from now that a Vaibhav Suryavanshi will sooner than later play for India. Will play. So the talent cupboard is also full. It is not bare. That's what Indian cricket has, kind of transformed itself into tremendous amount of talent that now exists in white ball cricket in India. And obviously, IPL is one of the most coveted tournaments that has made it possible. IPL is one of the most coveted tournaments that has made this one possible. This is the trajectory that each one of us should be proud of. At the same time, this doesn't mean that our red ball cricket is all healthy. I am not for once saying that India's red ball cricket is healthy. No, it is not. We have not had a good series against South Africa. We lost poorly. We have not had a good series year before last against New Zealand. We did play very well against England. But when it comes to red ball cricket, things are not well. Is it now important for Gautam Gambhir to turn his gaze also for red ball cricket? Is it now relevant? Because I understand this, that Gautam Gambhir was absolutely focused on white ball because this is a format he has mastered. He is a champion coach in white ball. But now can he also move his gaze to red ball and make things happen there? Because that's something that we as Indians would want to see happen in Indian cricket. But as far as India's white ball riches are concerned, I don't think any country remotely comes closer. Look at the way India blasted New Zealand. You will say that the South Africa game is, one game is allowed per country in a World Cup. It is allowed. And India sort of learnt its lessons, got the wake-up call, and then came and just smashed 250 in the semi-final and 250 in the World Cup final. Brilliant. Let me quickly answer some of the questions that have come, and then I will go into my 5 course corrections that have won India the World Cup. Let me quickly take a lot of questions. I'll take some at least. Komal Singh, T20 win has shown that Gambhir needs to select players on merit and not personal bias. Shut up here. Gautam Gambhir is the architect of this victory. It is his team. He has chosen Abhishek Rana and persisted with Abhishek Sharma rather. He is the one who has chosen Tilak Verma and got him to the middle order and not dropped. He is the one who has chosen this team. This is his team. There's no question of any favoritism or anything like that. So, it is as simple as that. And what he did was course correct. That is again his job as coach, who to play and when. So favoritism and personal bias, Gautam Gambhir is the best ever white ball coach that India has seen. Champions Trophy, Asia Cup, and T20 World Cup in a matter of 12 months. This is his record. Three ICC, two ICC tournaments, and one Asia Cup in a matter of 12 months. Somebody who has personal bias and who has favoritism will not have this record, Komal. So, for God's sake, give the man his due. You've trolled him enough, and now this is a slap on the face of trolls. Two ICC tournaments, Champions Trophy without breaking a sweat, and now the T20 World Cup. Comprehensive win. Add the Asia Cup to it, and that's Gautam Gambhir, perhaps the best ever white ball coach that India has seen. Simple as that. Not lost a white ball tournament. Don't come and give me Rahul Dravid. Rahul Dravid did not win the 2023. Gautam Gambhir won the Champions Trophy, 50 over tournament. Gautam Gambhir won the T20 World Cup. Unfortunately, Ravi as a test coach was much better, but unfortunately did not win a World Cup. Credit where due. Gautam Gambhir has an incredible record as white ball coach, and it is time we accept it. Aksar is one of the biggest match winners for India, back-to-back ICC titles. There you make sense, Kumar. There you make sense. And by the way, it's not about dare. Anybody can be dropped. This is not about dare. This is nobody's paternal property. They made a mistake, they course corrected. They tried something, they course corrected. That's why you have to experiment, because that's when you will know what to do. The Aksar call was a wrong call. It is not about dare. Of course, anybody can, it's the job of the coach and the captain to drop anyone for the sake of the team. And it's not about dare. They can drop anybody. Anybody. That's how a team should be. Akshar Patel should have played because he's a better player. They tried something which did not work. They had the humility to accept that mistake and play Akshar Patel the next game and moved on. So it is not about dare. It's never about dare in a team sport. It is always about the team and the interest of the team, period. Omorto, I felt so sad. Yes, 100%. You felt sad. I felt angry. Angry is the word, not sad. IPL schedule will come on. IPL schedule is being contemplated. IPL schedule is being contemplated because the elections are. I actually met Arun Dhumal some time back. I asked also, and what I was told was that they are waiting for the election dates to be announced in Bengal, in Tamil Nadu, in some of these states, in Assam. And based on that, the IPL schedule will be announced, because they have to work around the election schedule, which is supposed to be announced by the Election Commission in the next few days. So the Bengal schedule, the Tamil Nadu schedule, and Assam schedule will impact the IPL. That's why they are waiting for the IPL schedule. Shubham Gaming. Congratulations on your new studio. Thank you very much, Shobhoshachi Basu. Nice work, entire World Cup. Congratulations to all of you. Simon Mitra, thank you very much. Extremely sad to hear. I hope rascals have taught a lesson. We must. Such people are a disgrace to our country. Pranjal Mishra, absolutely correct. Boryada, the issue is not exclusive to Ahmedabad. I feel ashamed. That's exactly my point, that we all feel ashamed by things like this. You should tag and told this to police commissioner. I've tagged and put it out in social media. I've put it out on X. They should use AI if required. Find the guy. That's upon the police and the law enforcement agencies. We have all put it out, and each one of us have commented. Pavan Suresh, ridiculous. It is much more than ridiculous. It's a violation. That's how bad it is. Sanju Samson, Congress, Modi ji, come on. People civic these days, people don't have that sense of Shubham Gaming. I wish they did. We've won both women's under 19 World Cup till date. First captain by Shefali, second one by Nikki Prasad. You're right. Sanju is what everyone should aspire to be, and as a fan, I was too hard on him. Comeback story will be remembered for ages. Incredible story, and that's what it is. That's what sport teaches you. The fact that you've accepted it is what sport teaches you as well, Amurto. That's all. Sanju shows how to balance innings without taking a hit at the strike rate. Prashanjit Mitra, I thought 3 incredible innings, and those few sixes of Rachin Ravindra shows the talent of the man. And now that he's got the consistency, the kind of World Cup he played, player of the tournament, he has actually achieved what he wanted to achieve and made himself as a contemporary great. I criticized Gigi and the management for few decisions had to be said. Respect for the team and management had gone higher, and T20 talent in India is huge. Shobhushachi Basu, precisely. Gautam Gambhir deserves every bit of the credit for nurturing this team and a brand of cricket that they are playing. I think it is special. It's special that 220, 230, 240, 250 is being chased down time and again. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this team under Gautam Gambhir. When will IPL schedule come out? I've answered that. RGN Creations, you said Abhishek will perform, and he really did. I did say it's not about a prediction. I desperately wanted Abhishek to perform because he's a good player. And you realize that some of the shots he was playing, yes, he was getting out and some false shots, but some of the shots that he was playing was telling me that, this guy can't be completely out of form because these shots can't be played by a random player. This is an extraordinarily talented cricketer, and that's why I was backing him to perform, and how good it was that he performed in the manner that he did, a 19 ball 50. IPL schedule, I've answered that. Gautam Das, process and system followed by Indian cricket leads to finished products. The system is doing something right for sure, Gautam, because otherwise, under 19 wins, men's win, women's win, something is definitely been done right at the NCA. And look at the kind of talent pool that you now have. Seriously, something is being done right. As a KKR fan, I will be following RR's match only for Vaibhav. 100%. Ultimately, you're a cricket fan, not just a KKR fan. Amartya Chakraborty. The test against Afghanistan in June is going to be crucial. Wish there were a couple more tests because we need some matches to sort combinations. Yes, and you get some important WTC points, and also you get sort your combinations for Sri Lanka because you will get dust bowls in Sri Lanka. So to practice against spin, get it in order before you go to Sri Lanka in August. Studio launch when? On the 15th of March, which is next Sunday. Studio launch on the 15th of March, which is next Sunday. Murada, if only we had one on 19th November, then this Indian white ball team, my view, would be the most dominant. So, Avasti, you have a very important point there. You have a very important, it's much like the Australia between 1999, 2003, 2007, when they were winning everything. This team has kind of that level of dominance had it been that Ahmedabad win in November of 2023. If 19th November would have been ours, imagine the kind of record this white ball team would have had. You're 100% right, Suman Avasti, 100% right. Aniruddha Dashgupta. As we have ODI World Cup in 27, Hardik and Bumrah might play lesser T20s. Whom, according to you, can get opportunity? There are many. Mohammad Siraj has been sitting out quite a bit. Play him. There are some young bowlers where what has happened to your Avesh Khans of the world, Mayank Yadavs of the world, all of these fellows, they who came onto the scene. I am told Mayank is fit for the Lucknow Super Giants. What about Avesh? These are some of the bowlers who were coming up the ranks. What about somebody who's had a great domestic season like Akib Nabi? Would you want to try him out in the format as well? There are many bowlers. There are many bowlers. What about Mukesh Kumar? Why has he disappeared? So you must ask these questions of yourself. There are many bowlers who can be tried out. You should tag to Ahmedabad police done. Proshenjit. Agar Ajit Agarkar best chief selector. Ajit Agarkar's record, that fellow gets a lot of abuse. Ajit Agarkar gets a lot of abuse. There is no question. But the kind of record he now has, the kind of record. One second. The kind of record Ajit Agarkar now has is quite fantabulous. It's incredible. It is incredible the kind of record that Ajit Agarkar now has. He's got a lot of flack. He has faced a lot of flack. But you have to give it to him that under Ajit Agarkar, India has had a lot of success in the white ball format. A lot of success. So one has to give him that credit. One has to say that under Ajit Agarkar, India has scaled real peaks in the white ball format. Real peaks. Champions Trophy, 2024 World Cup, 2023 final, Asia Cup, Champions Trophy of 25, and now this particular one. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Look at this record. When you abuse a person, our problem is we extrapolate red ball and put it into white ball. We extrapolate white ball and put it into red ball. That's not how it should be. But Ajit Agarkar, very good question. And I think Shomik Chakraborty has done a column today also. Rana Parma. Congratulations to Team India. Sanju won the form of his life, deservedly, 100% deservedly player of the tournament. I tweeted it midway into the final as well. Suman, I've answered that. Syed, I've answered that. Demon Slayer, Champions Trophy, Rahul Dravid team, Rohit Sharma captain, no particular changes. T20 victory can be credited to GG. Absolutely. This is a new template. This is a new template and a new style of play. This whole aggressive mindset, etc., is a new style of play, 100%. Kartikeya Tripathi, terrific coverage by Team Rev Sports. On-field lives to stellar pieces. Shubhanda, Rohit, Gargidi, Mama all deserve praise. All of them. Shomik, Ashok, everyone. The back end for turning around the countless videos, putting in the countless hours. Absolutely stellar work, stellar amount of effort put in by each of my people. Gigi's philosophy of high risk, high reward has worked well. Only failure bilateral series of white ball cricket. Bilaterals again. I mean, his failure is red ball. His failure is not white ball. Bilateral also, he has almost won everything. Almost won everything. Ripon, when will the schedule come out? I've answered that. Kartike, thank you very much for your comment. Anshu, I've answered that as well. Many more questions, or should I close the show because I've actually got a sponsor meeting? I've actually got multiple people waiting in the office for, we are all neck deep into Trailblazers. Gautam, very good cricketer. Think about it. Think about it. The first ever cricketer to win a World Cup as coach and as captain. As player. This is something special for Gautam Gambhir. The first ever cricketer to win a World Cup as coach and as player. This is absolutely special. Absolutely. And no one can take this record away from Gautam Gambhir. No one can take this record away from Gautam Gambhir. This is quite special and quite brilliant. Next target, WTC and 50 over World Cup. Absolutely. And it will be a special World Cup for Virat and Rohit. Perhaps the last time they will be seen in India colors. It will be some emotion out there. Do it. Just establish dominance. For that's what cricket has. This white ball team is all about. They absolutely can. And I think these are important questions that you all have asked. Do you see options for a year to come? Why not? Why not? Not everybody will continue to play. Surya Kumar Yadav is already talking about the 2028 Olympic Games, so clearly has his eyes set on that. Why not for Shreyas Iyer? Absolutely, why not? The man has enormous talent. He has lots to offer to Indian cricket. But this team, everybody has contributed. So it will be a fight for every spot. But there is no question Shreyas Iyer is an enormously talented cricketer. Terrific coverage. Yeah, thank you very much. Surya should have retired. Why should Surya retire? For what? For what? I mean, absolutely not. There is no way that Surya can retire or should retire. So no, absolutely not. I don't think Surya needs to retire at all. Not performing from 1.5 years, just favoritism. There's no favoritism. Boss, Surya is not somebody's uncle, somebody's bhatija that anybody will do favoritism and give him the captaincy on a this thing. It doesn't happen like that. That favoritism earns somebody the mantle of Indian captain. Come on, have a little bit of sense at least. Little bit of sense. Okay, I think I've taken all. Buriada 2027 Shilajit Das জিতবো তো ভাই সাউথ আফ্রিকায় জেতাটা সহজ নয়. You will have teams like Australia, South Africa, New Zealand who will have better use of the conditions in South Africa, but this Indian side is a gun side, so we will have to wait and see exactly what transpires. It will be a terrific World Cup for sure. Virat Rohit will add that added gloss. Akib Nabi, absolutely, and that's why I said Akib Nabi. Akib Nabi can. I mean, again, domestic cricket he has done very well. Hopefully, he will be able to graduate. We will see very closely in this IPL as well. I think BCCI will give the prize money on the Sunday when it's the Naman Awards. So it's the BCCI award ceremony in Delhi on Sunday, which I think is when the prize money will also be analyzed. Let's finish here. Thank you very much for watching. 4 days left for the conclave. Tomorrow I will give you all the details of the conclave. Session by session, we'll announce that. Who's coming? When is every session? All of the details of the Trailblazers conclave. How many cricketers? When is every session? What's happening? Every detail. For the moment, thank you very much for watching.